Hey, so I want to take a look at XLU. This is the utilities sector. Last time we looked at this one was about a month ago, June 1st. Right now we have uh, the charts up for it. We're just going to look at the technical analysis for this one, see how things have changed. I looked into the stock. I didn't see any news. If there was, I would share it, but uh, nothing's happened since the 1st of June. So I would assume everything's okay or as normal. Uh, Here's our tracker, and I'll make this a little bit bigger. Um, let's see. It's freezing on me. Okay. So we have XLU utilities right here. Uh, at that time, it was trading at $64. We had buy points marked at 59 and 63, with resistance also noted at 67, 69, and 72. We didn't make any of these bold, so I'll pick a bold figure that's more in line with what we want to do. I I see that we didn't buy this the last time we looked at it, and the fact that it was trading at 64 and we had a buy point at 63, that's already hinting to at for me that 59 is probably going to be the bold point or point of interest of when I'd actually buy this one. Uh, the note we left ourselves was, on average, this one gets a yearly return of about 5.4%, assuming it's just the average return is straight lined over that year. I realize if we buy at the very uh, bottom and at the end of the year it's at the peak, it'll be a little bit more. But if we were to buy this and hold it for the next more than a year, chances are it'll find its way back to 5.4%. Um, so yeah, let's just take a look at the chart, see how things have changed. So it was at 64 on June 1st. June 1st, that was right around here, so 64. Since then, we've seen it climb all the way up to 66, and now it's pulling back currently at 65. So the okay, nothing's really changed there. So let's zoom out a little bit, see what these lines that we have in here. Um, yeah, so we didn't notice, or at least we didn't mark our tracker of these things, so I will update that. But right off the bat, uh, I guess most importantly, we have this purple uptrend. This purple uptrend has been, for the most part, intact since about 2009. So I'm going to add that in. Long-term uptrend since 2009. More recently, we had this yellow uptrend, which it's still hanging on by a thread. It's very low on that. This yellow uptrend, we could even drag that back a little bit. Heck, I could drag it back to here if I wanted to. But I think what's safest, yeah, we'll put it in here. We'll pull this back some, make it line up. So from about October of 2020, short-term uptrend since, I'll put in October 2020. Okay, that still seems to be okay. Long-term uptrend since 2009. Short-term, like, the funny thing is, it's not even accelerated. it looks like it just picked up a notch, and it's going almost at the same trend, or like that about that 5.4% increase. That's what makes this one interesting, and maybe it'll just be the new norm. Um, One of the other things that I wanted to just kind of think of, and that'll be a question, which I think we already know the answer to this, that for utilities that has like the electric companies in it, and if we're going to do a lot of electric going forward, I would imagine this one should pick up. And so the fact that it's only picked up slightly, I kind of like this one. Let's see. I'm surprised that's only 5.4%. It looks like it's a sharper incline, but I guess it's not. So I guess we'll just start updating this. So 65. A buy point for me. Let's see what I had. 63. So 63 is right around this purple line. 63. And I would say it is still, it's now 64. We'll zoom in a little bit just to make sure. It's still 63. But 59. So 59 is like the ultimate buy point for this one. And I'm saying that because whichever trend line we want to rank as a higher priority, which is the purple one, the purple trend is the higher priority just because it's been in effect for a lot longer, almost 10 years longer. That's not to say that this one's any less important. It could be the new trend line. We haven't really broke below 63, this light purple line in between the two darker purple. We haven't really broke that line since July of 2020. We're currently at 65. I'd be willing to pull this one. Again, it's only 5.4%. But it's at a decent spot. I'll give it that. It's going to keep going up, about 5.4%. This one's not bad. So the points are still 63. Soon to be 64 though. 63. Zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, 63. All the way down to about 60. So this is now 60. Okay. It's just so close. Yeah, it might not get any better than where it is right now. If it does, it's not going to be that much different. This one, I would consider taking a shot on it. Resistance, we had 67, 69, and 72. So 67's that purple line. 69 is the red line, and then 72 is the other yellow line, the top yellow line. So number one, that's 67. Okay, so 67's the purple. For me, what seems to be ranking the highest, right now I'm gonna say 69. 69 is the dominant figure on this one. Overall, it's, what did I give the other one to? So that's like 64. Yeah, I'm gonna change that to 64. I'm gonna change the date to today. Is there anything else? Let's see here. So currently it's at 65, buy points at 60 and 64. So this box, that's where we thought it was going to be at the end of the quarter. It did all right. Right now, I'm thinking it's going to come back, but you know, seeing what I'm seeing now, I'm going to pull this up. I think it's going to be more like in here. With that, I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, I would say this is fair to buy. What would I give that? 64. Yeah, 64. We can make that bold. Did I do that? Okay. Anything else I need to change here? I don't think so. Okay, so for XLU, not much really changed. Some numbers got tweaked. We added some new notes. But overall, I think it's still in fair value. It's very close to a buy point. The reason why I'm not likely going to purchase this one is because of this right here. The average yearly return is only 5.4%. I'm starting to wonder how much the electric vehicle market, if things become increasingly more electric, how's that going to impact this sector? And along that line, we have the ETF here. If I was going to pick some of these in terms of which ones would I follow, I'd want to do a little more research on this, but I feel like these would be my three. Feel free to let me know which ones you would like to follow. Like, which ones would you pick if you had to pick three? Currently, we don't follow any of these. But if I were to get into this, NextEra would be up there because it's 15% of the portfolio. Southern is 8%, and then Consolidated Edison, that's one of the electric companies. Overall, not much has changed between now and the last month, or last time we checked. Over here on the left is from June 1st, and then on the right we have through July 3rd. Not much has changed. The only change that I marked was the fact that American Electric Power jumped Dominion Energy, but overall they didn't change much. Nothing really changed much. Everything was under 1% change. If something was more than 1%, I would trigger that. Even if it was like, I don't know, 1% is the line right now. So if something were to jump 1%, I would flag it. Or if, one of these stocks got outpaced another, or a new one came in, I would note that. But that's pretty much it. So again, I probably won't pick this one. It's fair value. Even if it dropped down to 64, not necessarily I would buy that one either. 60 would be my like if it pulled back to 60, yeah, I would consider it. But 64 is the correct number, and that's why it's bold. Resistance 69 is the correct number. Um, but yeah, this would be a very strong buy and hold ETF. If we were to look into it further, that's when we can maybe get some profits, and probably someday we will. But we're just going through these, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's it. Please like, subscribe if you have any questions or want to share any input on this ETF that I didn't go over. Feel free to share that in the comments. But otherwise, that's it. Talk to you later. Bye.